Okay. Where are we relative to everything? Okay, so they just got us across the wall. Oh, what's that? What do we have here? It's a hand, not a foot. Fair. Loose masonry mars the southern wall of the gatehouse. Some of the protruding bricks look prominent enough to climb, yet the stonework feels slick with sea spray and slime moss. You estimate a difficult climb and a dangerous fall. We're climbing it. Partial success. Oh, god damn it, Goldleaf. You're halfway up when you hear a gasp below. Looking down, you see Goldleaf holding feebly to a jagged stone, her feet dangling over open air. As you watch, her hands slip from the stone and she lands at the base of the tower with a pained yelp. You have no choice but to climb down back after her. Goldleaf. Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Fuck it. Climb it. Goldleaf! I wonder if she can die. Let's try it again. I want to see if it'll fall, like if she'll break her neck or something. No, she's just terrible, apparently, and can't climb. Jesus. Alright. Hardtack, 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 fruit. Goldleaf has to carry a cat samurai up the wall that hangs to her feet. Good lord. Poor Goldleaf.
I'll take care of this.
Okay. Well, see, now I'm like terribly curious about what's up there and also why we can't just use a grappling hook on it. Unless we don't have one, I suppose. How do you taste somebody's fear? To save all the people if you didn't turn them into dust piles. Wouldn't that be funny? But also loot, so no.
I'll get that for you.
One day we'll be able to pick locks. Workshop records. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take that just in case it's required for something, but... Alright, we can't really do anything in here, sadly. Okay, so we can go down this way, but there are Nagas over here that I would like to murder, because experience points. Alright. Aloth. Tentacles, please. What is that? A coral Naga totem.
Guess we'll be hitting the water.
Let's try again.
God damn it, Aloth. One fucking job. Oh, leave Aloth alone, he's terrible.
Tell me. Not exactly my area of expertise.
Did Aloth just gain a level? He like just leveled.
Your orders?
He did.
Oh?
Wait, what? 8th level? He seriously just dinged 9th level? Oh wow, we've been earning more experience than I thought we were. Holy shit, we like just leveled. Alright. Can't you not? Yeah, you would think. You would think we'd be able to just knock, but no. 5th level spells, my body is ready. What do we get? Drains resolve intellect perception. Instantiates a terrifying inferno around the caster. Let's see, fear. Polar ray, that's polymorph. Blast of frost is cone of cold, which I still don't trust. The gold box games have forever ruined me. The island naming gave you like 12. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Nice, okay. Alright, well, it was worth doing that then. Shit. Malignant Clouds, that's Cloud Kill. Wall of... they just called it Wall of Force, okay. Spirit Lance. Call to Slumber. And Safeguard. The 5th level spells kind of suck. I assume the checkmark means that they're in his grimoire, or he has a grimoire with them in it. If so, it could just yell Bonkai, Marshmallow Dance of Death, and then detaches his mustache and throws it like Xena's Chakram. Yeah, Cone of Cold is the one that I would take, but it's in his spellbook, so he's going to have Cone of Cold regardless. Let's see, extra hit points. +2. Reduces the time it takes to complete a spell's casting time. Yes. Yes, indeed, except we get 2. So we're going to take that, and I'm going to take... I think I'm going to take Fear. Alright. So yeah, let's see. He should have... Yeah, he's got Cone of Cold. What's the AoE? The AoE isn't too bad, and we can also fuss with it. Being able to resize your spells is great. Like, that is incredibly, incredibly convenient. Yeah, when are we gonna get like Shonen Swell?
Gladly.
With the Bonkai? There were a bunch of Naga over here, or are they? Oh no, they're down there. Okay.
I'll handle this.
Okay. There were a lot of them down here. There were like 6 of them, I think. Does he have... Okay, he gained an extra 4th level spell, so that means additional tentacles when he fails to cast them.
I see trouble.
Alright, so what do we have? I want to say nothing too terrible looking so far, but we'll see if that lasts.
Release me.
Oh. Can't get a clean hit.
Okay. My goal is to just swamp the battlefield with tentacles. Can we do multiple castings of this at once? No. Disappointment. Man, could you imagine just like a million stacks of tentacles in every fight?
I'm having some trouble moving through this.
Can't get a clean hit.
Things could have been so much cooler than they were.
Still got it.
I'm on it. I'm here.
Adair, look busy, aloft. Please try not to die for once. For once. But you tried and you failed. Let's pull Adair back. Let's get him into the AoE of healing here.
On your feet, Adair.
All right. Let's try slowing these guys. Adair's eating street. But he should be up momentarily. There he goes. Good lord.
Can't get a clean hit.
This is, mildly chunky. You need to, like, focus these things down. That's the problem, is everybody's spreading their damage out instead of focusing on things that are, like, injured. Alright, swell.
Might as well be hitting the water.
Okay.
Charge.
We're not done yet.
Yeah.
And there is some damage in there. It's this shaman. Alright, so we have to take that shaman out early. Okay. Alright. Get Super Sentai Swell. Short Super Swell Tie. His robot transforms into the mustache of the Mega Robot. Oh my god. No. No, there is no Super Sentai Swell.
Careful. I see them. Onward.
Okay, so now we also know that we can't stack the tentacles, which kind of sucks.
Still got it.
All right, so where's the totem warriors? Okay, no shaman yet.
As you wish.
Still no shaman. All right, all right. So how are we looking? Let's everybody focus on this guy. Tentacles can just sit back there and look busy. Okay, there's one.
Have any antidotes handy? I'd be much obliged.
Okay, tentacles are gone. We're gonna resummon them.
Can't get a clean hit.
Okay.
Stuck over here.
Can't get a clean hit. These wounds.
Gold leaf, no dying now. Ooh, that's distressingly close. There we go. All right. Archers. I'm curious what their totem does. Storm Blight. All right, there's the shaman. Everybody on the shaman. If for no other reason than to just constantly interrupt it, because it keeps fucking everybody up with its spells. Okay, shaman's down. Fear just went off.
I'm give me the
They can
orders.
run around and be afraid.
Speak freely.
I don't know if this is gonna get off before these two. Yeah, I was
I
gonna
need some
say.
help here. What do you need?
Got it.
Yeah? Parathus! Aye, gladly. We won't show him the whip feather yet!
Let's go ahead and res... Gold leaf. These storm blights are trouble. Yeah. Yeah, the storm blights are an issue. You guys, I need you to focus these things down, please.
This thing isn't doing the job. I shall deal with this one. Yeah.
Wow. 127 damage there.
I'm listening.
That was something.
I'm here.
There we go.
Here. No trouble at all.
That was a good fight. Holy shit.
I'm here.
I'll take this.
Okay, levels. Athletics, diplomacy. Spirits and summoned creatures equal to or greater than the paladin's level take raw damage. Huh. Instantly nukes anything below the paladin's level. Interesting. Commands an ally to redouble their efforts improving their deflection. We don't have Glorious Beacon. Now I think I'm gonna take Abjuration. And I think Practiced Healer as well. We're gonna be taking Practiced Healer on Gold Leaf too when she levels. Raw damage, are we in a cooking show? Raw damage, as far as I understand, just completely ignores all forms of damage mitigation. But no, we are not being harassed by Gordon Ramsay. Let's see, regenerate health. Yeah, okay, sure. And then probably tough. Lowering the recovery penalty from armor. I think I'm gonna give him tough, because it says +2 max health, but I think that's per level. So Adair should be a thick boy now. 190, yeah, he's pulling ahead, nice. Alright, mechanics and... bluff. Immobilizing roots, that might be useful. Ooh, ranged attacks by the ranger contain such force that they fly through the first target and hit another target behind it. Yes. Make our basic attacks AoE, video game. And then I think I'm gonna grab Binding Roots, just as a way to harass things. Alright. Can I? No. There we go. Brubble is immune. Okay. Can I fireball it? No, it's immune to that too. Shit. Alright, good talk. So my assumption is we have to use the cannon on it, or something equivalent. We got to make an explosion. Let's come back and harass these people and see if they can't do anything for us. Harassing people. Exactly.
Is there anything else?
You seem to be storing an awful lot of black powder here.
As you can see, we have need of it.
For what exactly? No. We know a thing or two about explosives, and you're dealing in exceptional quantities.
Rawatayans do not do anything in half measures.
A ragged cheer goes up from the other soldiers.
The Deadfire is a savage place. Something that Valian coin counters and Huana tribals do not seem to recognize. But our people conquered Rawatai 2 millennia ago. We understand what it takes to survive, to tame a wild land.
The other soldiers murmur in agreement. Alright.
Is there anything else?
And that's it. I don't suppose I can just, like... No. A grenade? Maybe we have to use a grenade on the thing. I don't think that's what is expected of us, though. We can try.
Yes?
Let's see. Inventory. Grenade. Immune.
Yes?
You were saying? Your order, you were saying?
See, I would think we'd be able to, like, pick up the gunpowder barrels, but we can't. Because, I mean, that would be my solution, just haul a barrel over there and blow it up. I don't know if we've been in the engineering workshop. Yes. And our mechanic is still too low for this. And there's also this, which I would love to be able to get up there, but we can't because Goldleaf can't climb.
I'm listening. Just say the word.
You guys, we're Divinity Original Sin now. We have barrels of oil that we can light on fire. Now we just need to make every combat rotate entirely around these mechanics. And then once the player figures out and gets comfortable with managing them in ways that allow you to actually, you know, avoid them, let's introduce further mechanics that make them impossible to avoid. Isn't that fun?
Let the blood rain from the sky!
Indeed. Alright, let's go left to the kitchen. Or it's easier this time, now that we're familiar with it. Yes, Pillars of Eternity is 100% an immersive sim now. Absolutely. Okay, so we came down here. And let's go left this time. The hallway curves around until you reach a door. It's swollen with water and stuck in place. You give it a cursory tug, but it will take more effort to pull it open. Let's try to pull it open. Adair. Adair braces against the doorway and pulls at the handle. After several sharp yanks, it flies open, revealing... How does it fly open? It's underwater. Revealing stairs to the surface. Oh, okay. Ghost Naga. And some corpses.
I'll have.
You feel the presence of a soul, twisting and sinuous. It notices you too and draws nearer. Its restless essence tingles against your own. It is searching, hunting. You recognize it as the soul of a Naga.
What is this? Come closer. You glow so brightly, just like
It recoils from a memory of violence like a child snatching her hand from a hot stove. What were you searching for?
away.
Memory blooms at her core. A burst of vehemence shudders through her
The
essence.
striped fiends profane the island, endlessly burrowing, building. They bury the Adra under stone. Sugan says we must find a way in. Sugan says I must find a way in.
There's warmth in this thought. Pride. You're a scout.
I am Yanas. Yanas searches. The fiends gather at the walls, searching too. Not for me, but they see me still.
You feel a prickle of sympathetic pain as if pierced by a volley of bullets. You died.
No, not dead. Still searching.
A desperate, dissonant rumble thrums through the Naga's soul.
Stay a little longer. Your glow is a comfort here.
What are you looking for?
A way, I said. A glowing, shining way.
As she speaks, you feel yourself pulled into her memory and into the dark abyss of the in-between. You remember it from your own brief sojourn there. Yet, from the darkness, you and Yanas see a bright rift, a pillar with roots that seem to reach into the heart of the world. You recognize it as an Adra pillar.
The way glows like an anglerfish lure, but it feels safe.
It does. You're drawn to it. Alright, let's drift towards it.
I will follow the way, I think. But then I see another glowing thing. This one does not feel safe.
Another glowing figure appears, this one shaped like an enormous walker. 3 stars burn above its brow. You feel Yanas's fear. Airport, come on now. This walker thing, even as you recognize it as Aethys. You watch as the glowing figure approaches the pillar. It reaches out, and a violent current rips through the darkness. You hear a chorus of screams, but they sound distant and distorted, as if coming from underwater. Light and energy flood into the strange being from the pillar and from 100 points gathered around it. At last, the pillar is dark. The glowing walker recedes, brighter than before. Everything is dark.
Now there is no way and no light. I am afraid.
Come with me.
It is too dark. I will lose my way, or be swallowed by the terrible walker.
I'll restore the Adra pillar, then you can continue on your way.
The way? I am searching for a way. Show me.
She melts into the ether and becomes a quiet presence beside you. Okay. Sure. Whatever. We have a chest. with 22 coins in it. Can I get into this area? No. Alright, so this is all just a side area. Well, how do I get into the bottom part? Back to the kitchen. This takes us up to the roof with, I think, the trebuchet. Yeah. Well, it's not a trebuchet, it's a crane, but... Okay, so we went in and we swam left. So where the... Was it the dining hall, maybe? Have we just not been in the dining hall? No. Hmm. I have no idea. I have no idea how to get into that other room. It might just be something that we can't... Well, no, because there was, like, lootable tables and shit in there. I don't know, video games. We have looters. You guys are about to have a real bad time. Oh, they've got a wizard.
Be careful. Not quite.
I'm here.
I have a wizard, too.
I'm feeling the
Oh,
strain.
god damn it, Olaf. Why do you suck so much? My wizard sucks! Adair, go interrupt their wizard, please.
Better. Leave it to me.
Can't move.
You guys just, like, not attacking? Like,
I'm here. Charge.
Swell's just sitting here, just flinching constantly. I don't know what that's about. Adair, on the other hand, is just murdering everything. As he does. Pull out your mono blue magic deck, keep an eye on that mage. Yeah, exactly.
Onward.
One of the most fun decks that I ever ran in Magic the Gathering was a blue-black deck. It was all about counter spells and then milling. It was back in Ravnica, and his whole shtick was there was this card. It's called Zadek, Lord of Secrets, and he's like a vampire. And anytime he hits the other player, he would have to. The damaged player would have to discard a number of cards equal to the amount of damage they took. And anytime he dealt damage, he gained +1/+1 tokens equal to the damage he dealt. And I think by default he was like a 5/5 or something, 5/3, whatever. But I would hit him with, I can't remember it was something from one of the old Kamigawa blocks that made him unblockable. And so I would get him all coked up, and he had like flying and shit. And just go in and destroy. It was great. And I had like circles of protection and shit in there. And it was just a very mean deck. Okay, I actually At this point, legitimately don't know what they want from me. Unless we can fuss with this thing now. Oh, here we go. Rub cooking fat into the gears. It's messy and smelly work, but once the gears in your arms are liberally greased, you're able to turn the bomb bird. Alright, it continues its lonely vigil. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming this isn't a quest. We should have ammo. Like, I have a bunch of cannon ammo, but maybe we need something else.
Is there anything else?
No. You have anything to say? No, you're an asshole. What about you farmers? No. There was... I think over here, some cannonballs, but I didn't think we could take them. Yeah, it won't actually let me take these. There's an artifact you like a lot. It's called the Tephoris Puzzle Box. At the start of your upkeep, you put your hand down the library and draw new cards. Planning around this was hell. Jesus. That's pretty nifty. I dig it. I feel like we need to get in here, but we can't. Because I think that even with the Thieves' Putty we just found... Yeah, that'll only get us to 8, and we need 10.
Oh.
Because for whatever reason, we can't just knock on the damn door.
I shall.
Is there another way up here? Oh, there's a path up here, okay. I think the DM did a one check is really needed but can be failed scenario. I don't know. I don't think they would.
Trouble.
Okay, just a couple archers.
It's beyond me.
The water cup cam is purely so that people know that when they redeem hydrate that I'm actually drinking. Nothing too interesting, I'm afraid. It's because I don't do like a face cam or anything, so that when people redeem, they have no way of knowing if I'm actually like following through it or just making noises. And I don't have like an avatar on screen, generally speaking, so. Don't believe when I drink? No, I always actually do drink. I don't necessarily take like huge drinks, but yes, I drink. Yes, it's just chat making sure that I'm properly watered. And yes, yeah, sometimes like if I have a video game box art in front of it, yeah, I'll adjust it to look cute. This letter is written in small, meticulous hand. Ko, you know I've never been one for superstition, but I'm telling you, there's something to these dreams. Couldn't tell you what they mean, only that they wake me 3 times a night. Thank you for the head pats. Very much appreciated. All of us working your farms, pious Athosians to a man, are having them too. I've got no mind to tell you how to run your fort, but I've got to look after my brethren here. We left homes and families back in Red Cirrus, and now we're seeing strange things and laboring next to a duke's ransom and black powder. Or did you reckon a dumb hick like me wouldn't notice? Latharn. Okay. Asango Fort, expanded design, flecks of sealing wax, cling to the tip of the blade. Should have a scale under it. Oh my god. I mean, that I could, I suppose. I could do that.
Hey, watch out.
Chat seems weird. Yeah, that's actually a good point here. I can just throw you guys like right over here. There, that's a little bit better, I think.
Not a problem.
Oh god, we have ambush in the back.
Can't get a clean hit.
So?
Something I hate's coming back up.
How may I, of course?
See that, Ishi?
Do the Mega Missile. YouTube's happy they don't have to read your degeneracy. Well, now they do.
Yes?
No, when it comes to chat being degens, I've only ever had positive comments about it. People think it's funny, so. Chat degens, we would know. Yeah. Oh look, it's a giant footprint. Ela would be in here drinking the foot water. You remember the feet that made these stomping across Cadnua? I don't even know what gen you would be. Yeah. I don't know if there's something up here, because there's a path. Oh no, that's on the roof? Yes. Nothing? Aw, they should have like hidden something up here. A JoJo reference. Oh! Shit, if we'd have climbed this, we would have been totally... They give you like 3 ways to get to this lighthouse. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Mostly go with what would be the most absurd, funniest, not the best. Oh no, you're good, Mild. Don't worry about it. Like you're chill. You're chill. You're doing fine. No worries. No, you're totally cool. You're great by me.
Permission to speak freely?
Say what now?
I should
what's
come
up?
clean about something, Captain.
Alright, speak your mind.
Atsura didn't set me loose just so I could stay busy. Fact of the matter is, he gave me a job to do.
Okay.
I've got this stack of missives I need to deliver. Noble errand, right?
She shows you a small collection of scrolls in her pack, all judiciously sealed with the sigil of the Royal Deadfire Company.
The company has a lot of people working away from headquarters, and Atsura trusted me to get these in the right hands. I hope that isn't a problem.
We'll make them in good time.
Appreciate it, Captain. You'd be doing Atsura and the company a big favor.
Okay.
This one's bound for Harama, an acquaintance. Good sailor. He's somewhere off in Tikawara. And these are for Tuaha, an old friend stationed in Port Maje. You meet some strange types in the Navy.
Alright, then let's be off. Only one sets from that I've seen: Dune, Ornithopter, and the Lord of the Rings Barad-dûr. Yeah, like, there are so many really cool Lego sets, but for me, it's mostly the price. Like, they are so expensive. Excuse me. No worries. No worries there, Noelle. That's like it's not an it's a clever idea. The problem is that I don't know how I would get the scale to actually be like readable on stream unless I had like a sub camera like under the thing or something. I don't know. More realistically, I should probably just like bite the bullet and make a little corner face cam or something. I don't know. The lighthouse is quiet, but for soft, sibilant whispers, there's a repetitive, incantatory quality to them. Yet, as you cross the threshold, an old Naga with skin like cracked leather breaks off. He swivels to face you, bearing one broken fang.
The sea-striped fiends send you to uproot the tree of the gods, yes? Their blasphemy knows no bounds.
Give the order, Captain. Or just nod. I'm not picky.
Her upper lip pulls back into a grimace. His head twitches in her direction, his tongue flickering.
So, the fiends corrupt even the sand-striped ones. Now I taste their stench on her. If you join them in befouling the Adra, then you will join them in death, too.
You're telling me this slaughter is all about Adra?
The tree of the gods, yes, which these fiends plunder and profane. Go! Carry a warning of what you have seen to the other shufflers.
I need to approach the Adra.
Fool! See what the impiety of the sea-striped fiends has wrought.
Oh my god.
The sand-striped shufflers know better. But you others come. Smooth-toned or furred or sea-striped with blasphemous hunger. Now, foreign ones dig at these roots, and the Deep Hunter is with us no more. Now, the gods return to rain their punishment on these islands. Again.
You're saying the gods have brought ruin on Deadfire before? He bears his broken fang in surprise.
Do your stories say nothing of the many disasters? Of the shuffler nests washed away like foam? Many generations ago, the sand-striped ones built great hives across the islands, and bastions around the Adra roots.
Go on.
Their meddling displeased the gods. So the gods smashed their works with heaving volcanoes and crashing waves.
His beads and bangles rattle as he brings his hands together in a loud clap. How could you know this?
Our ancestors hid deep where the waters quenched the fires and muffled the storms. They remembered while shufflers scattered. Now, the shufflers build again.
He thumps his tail on the floorboards.
The gods see. They will tear them all down.
Aethys came to reach the Adra, not to punish anyone.
Lies and treachery. The gods do not wither their own roots.
Bareth sent me. I am here doing the will of the gods.
The Shuffler's tongue is thick with blasphemy. Kill him now, Sugan.
The other Naga draws in a tight coil as if preparing to strike. His tail whips on the ground as he considers you.
If your fat tongue speaks true, then give us proof.
What would you consider proof?
I tell you, thick tongues lie. Forked tongues do not. If what you say is true, then surely you can speak with the dead.
He cocks his head to appraise you with one eye.
I will believe your words, only if I hear them from the tongue of my own people.
Oh, alright, then we'll pull Yanas's soul here. Yanas's bright, wispy form appears, and the other Naga pull themselves into tight, fearful knots. Only Sugan cranes himself forward, his head cocked. Maya smirks and folds her arms.
Sugan, I found the way.
Emotion pulses through her essence, crackling in the aether.
Yanis, you died. We saw.
The way became dark, but this one brought light.
She turns briefly to swell, but Sugan's mouth is rigid in a broken-fanged grimace.
We will kill the Shuffler and free your soul, Yanis.
Just listen to her, Sugan. Yanas turns to Sugan, hissing angrily.
Do old scales cloud your eyes? The Shuffler glows like the Godwalker, like the way.
She looks towards the dull Audra vein. Sugan and the others follow her gaze.
He will open the way.
Yanas points to you as she begins to disappear. As the last of her essence fades into the in-between, Sugan regards the Audra vein, calculation flickering in his eyes. At last, he turns his guarded gaze on you.
The gods give you power, yes. But is it enough? Approach. Restore the blessing of the gods to the Audra.
And then we kill them all.
As your hand touches the dim Audra, you feel the same cool, prigging sensation that you did when you touched the pillar near Port Mage. You concentrate on the pillar. The world around you swiftly falls away, leaving only the vast emptiness of the in-between. The Audra, and a multitude of golden threads undulating off into the distance. For a second time, you gather the threads in your mind and bind them together, forming a solid tether that ripples out toward its distant anchor. Again, a crack sounds from the terminus. Your consciousness is violently pulled along the cord. You are prepared for the sensation this time, but are still disoriented when you come to a sudden stop. You find yourself standing behind a familiar Titanic statue as it trudges through invisible waters. Standing at Aethys' shoulder, your soul is dwarfed by the massive god's form. Energy pulses along the tether, each wave feeding the Audra's movements. He stops. His head cranes behind him, again accompanied by the sound of stone shearing and buckling. His eyes rest upon you. He does not reach for the cord, but considers you for a long span of silence before speaking.
I was going to add a hydrate redream to my stream that just adds a bit of water, slowly filling up the screen, eventually drowning it. That was a bit too much effort to set up when I was just starting out. Yeah, that's fair. That kind of thing. I assume you're probably running Sammy, if I had to guess, for handling that kind of thing. It wouldn't be... Well, it might be a pain in the ass to set up. Doable, but probably a pain in the ass to set up. But, that could be cool, though. I like that idea. Because then it's like, the viewers can kind of like slowly just troll you by, filling your screen with water. That's neat.
Your first attempt to contact me was brave. This second attempt, is it born out of desperation or something else? Why do you continue to follow me, Watcher of Caed Nua?
You destroyed my castle and ate my soul, jackass. The writing in this is pretty good. Bareth insists.
Yes, they must want answers. But why do the biddings of the gods matter to you?
The Pallid Knight will claim my life as forfeit if I don't find out what you're doing.
That is a cruel bargain, to be a god's pawn.
I serve Bareth gladly.
And you do so, knowing how we came to be.
Aethys becomes silent. You can sense his presence advancing back along the cord between you. His energy flows over your hand. Tendrils of light probing into the air around you. They poke and prod at the silent lost souls hovering in your vicinity.
You are in a unique position. In spite of the work of the Leaden Key and Hand Occult, you have seen through our facade. You know the gods' true nature. Without the benefit of your knowledge, few mortals would be willing to accept the true history of their gods. After all, we weren't. The last time I walked Eora, I made a mistake in not revealing my true purpose. I believe you would understand it better than most.
We nod.
Yes, I will tell you, but this is not the time. As I take this body farther from the lighthouse, the tether grows weaker, and I have already tarried too long. Soon this link will unravel completely. If I have not reached my destination when that happens, I will need to pull more souls from your world.
Where are you going? I will meet you there.
The edges of Aethys' massive form blur and dissolve. The huge figure retreats from you. As it moves, the tether begins to rapidly unravel. As Aethys speaks, his voice sounds garbled, fragmented, and distant.
If you would know more, find me at the Ashen Maw in Margren's Teeth. I must rest there before I begin my final work. When I leave that place, you will not be able to follow. Before I go, I should return some of this to you. I still have need of the great power of your soul, but I can spare you this portion.
A pulse of energy moves back along the golden cord toward you. It feels familiar, comforting, even before it contacts you. The energy washes over you, flooding you with feelings and memories you had thought long forgotten until they settle back into the cracks of your soul. And then the tether and cord snap, Aethys' figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse. Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Audra Pillar's presence cuts off. The gloom of the in-between is pierced by the light of the living world. You are back.
Oop. Fat fingered the button. We're done. The Naga stare at the glowing Audra, their diamond pupils wide. Sugan turns his gaze to you, his body in a cautious half-coil.
Long have we kept peace with the sand-striped people. But then, the foreign ones came and spread, killed our people, built their hives everywhere.
Your type weren't exactly accommodating.
We were sure the Godwalker came to cast them out, that driving them away was a holy mission.
Curiosity and consternation simmer in his eyes. You're only using Mix It Up for redeem stuff. I'm actually not familiar. Mix It Up. Streaming redeems. I'm not familiar with Mix It Up. Full feature. Oh, it's a bot. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's cool. That's actually... Huh. That looks like a pretty useful little program. Certainly looks a little bit more straightforward to get things set up in than Sammy. Sammy is like Mix It Up in that it's you can use it for like handling stream stuff.